Are you a real estate investor feeling burnt out, chasing deal after deal with what feels like little or nothing to show for it? Do you feel like there's just got to be a better way to achieve your cash flow and financial freedom goals? Well, just like wholesaling and flipping and other quality single family investment strategies got people into the wealth building game, unfortunately, for most people, it just created a high risk, stressful, full-time job. And while these trends of the last decade got many people into the game, which I think was great, it didn't actually set them up for financial success. But what if I told you there's a better real estate investment strategy out there that has far greater upside on your time, on your money, and your skills that will actually unlock the financial freedom you are seeking much faster than any of those single family investment strategies out there? With those strategies getting extremely crowded and competitive over the last few years, mark my words, this will be the next real estate investment wave that many of the best single family investors transition into over the next decade. Specifically, I'm talking about commercial real estate. I'm talking about a proven roadmap that any investor can follow to buy their first commercial property and simply transition into the space, whether you have experience or not, and unlock at a minimum $50,000 a year in passive income by buying just one deal a year. That's right. Just one deal, not 2 a month, not 10, not 20 a year, just one simple commercial investment a year using this blueprint. Now imagine, once you learn how simple this formula and this framework is, scaling that one simple investment a year, that one $50,000 a year income stream into 2 to 5 to $250,000 a year, even $500,000 in income a year over the next few years by just doing, again, one deal a year, all while working less and earning more. Now, if that sounds like the real estate freedom you've been searching for, then this course is for you. Let's be honest. Single family real estate, it's exhausting. You are constantly chasing leads, you're managing tenants and projects, you're working harder for minimal returns that just don't justify the stress, let alone the risk that you're taking. Scaling, well, I've been there, extremely challenging. That's a nightmare, and the amount of real estate investors who successfully scale a single family portfolio or business to the level that truly does unlock financial freedom are honestly few and far between. And yet, transitioning into commercial real estate feels daunting for most. Is it too complex? You don't understand the lingo. Maybe it's too expensive. You don't know how to fund or analyze or structure a deal. Maybe you just think that it's for the Wall Street hedge funds or other big players to benefit from. These are just a few of the fears holding you back from taking that plunge. And if I'm being honest, I shared every single one of those same fears to begin with when I was trying to make my transition from single family to commercial as well. But the truth is, commercial real estate isn't just accessible and simple to break into with much less competition. It's actually easier to scale, it's more profitable, and it's far less management intensive. And hands down, it is the best path in real estate to provide true financial freedom and wealth building when you know how to approach it the right way. That's why I created the Foundations course, Commercial Real Estate Investing for Beginners. All the things I wish I would have known and had at the beginning of my journey. This course is designed specifically for investors like you, experienced in single family real estate. You understand the game, but you're ready to level up and take your wealth building to the next level. It's your step-by-step guide to transitioning into commercial real estate with confidence, with clarity, and proven strategies to build the real estate portfolio and lifestyle that you got into real estate for in the first place. So here's what you're going to gain from the course. You're going to understand the key differences between single family and commercial real estate so that you can scale smarter, not harder. You're going to learn to evaluate deals using metrics like cap rates, IRR, cash-on-cash returns, giving you the confidence to make informed investment decisions and navigate those opportunities like a Wall Street expert would. You're going to discover how to build a team, how to find off-market deals, how to negotiate and structure these deals to maximize your returns, how to put a capital stack together with some creative strategies sprinkled in there as well that allow you to bring little to no capital to the deal, like I've done on some of my commercial properties. Most importantly, in addition to giving you all the tools, the resources, the checklists, the spreadsheets, and the education to pour a strong foundation that you can leap from into your commercial real estate investing journey, you're going to get a proven roadmap. This is the key here. A very simple, proven roadmap on how you can buy your first commercial property that's going to net you $50,000 a year in passive income and achieve financial freedom faster than you ever thought possible by rinsing and repeating this strategy year after year after year. If you know how to buy one simple commercial property that nets you $50K a year, you can do this every single year into oblivion until you can no longer hold a pen and structure and sign on a deal, right? So that is what this course and this community is going to help you accomplish. Now, my name is Matt Aitchison. I know exactly what it's like to feel stuck, to be where you're at. Most people don't realize just how draining and stressful the real estate rat race can be. You know, outside looking in, everybody thinks that you're rich, you're wealthy, you're printing money, when we both know the stress, the struggles that go into building a real estate business that truly unlocks financial freedom. Now, the sad thing is, most people who try to achieve it never actually get there. When I started in single family, I flipped and wholesaled hundreds of houses over the first 6 years of my investment journey. And while it felt like I was cashing checks, I was making great money, and I was slowly building a single family real estate portfolio, I started to see some concerning trends. One, I felt stuck in this constant grind. I was getting into this for freedom, not for a high stress full-time job for myself. And managing single family homes can be exhausting. I was constantly fixing things, chasing rent, dealing with repairs and issues on my flips, on my rentals, while dealing with all the tenant turnovers and repairs. And I just felt like I'd created another job for myself instead of actually building actual wealth and getting more time freedom. And when I started really crunching the numbers and looking at how much time and energy I was investing into my single family business, the returns I was making were far too small for the risk that I was taking. Maybe you can relate. After accounting for repairs, holding costs, market dips, the profit from residential deals just didn't seem worth the effort. One bad deal could completely wipe out months or even an entire year's worth of work and profit. And I started to feel spread thin because I was limited by the number of properties and projects that I could remodel or manage at any given time. And scaling up my portfolio to the level that I desired just felt impossible when I had to deal with so many of the little details for these single family properties. And tenants were always unpredictable and challenging from one deal to the next, let alone one vacancy in my residential portfolio could completely ruin my cash flow and the returns on that property for the year. So I was just constantly worrying about keeping all of my units occupied. It was taking up so much physical real estate in my mind. And all that stress for what? A couple $100 a month in profit? Then you start to factor in that the residential market became way oversaturated over the last decade. And I was competing with so many other investors and hedge funds, newbies that were driving up prices. And it feels like every house I looked at had 10 other investors bidding on it, driving up prices, shrinking the margins. When I really started to look at my financial freedom and wealth goals, the length of time and how many single family properties I was going to need to achieve the cash flow and the wealth numbers that I wanted to accomplish, it became overwhelming. It was going to take me forever. And I knew there had to be a better way of achieving my goals and capitalizing on all the experience and the relationships and the skills that I'd built. Because what you have accumulated over the course of your journey is massively valuable, but the ROI that you're getting on those things is limited in single family. And I decided that's when I was going to shift my focus and made the leap into commercial real estate. Man, do I wish I would have done it sooner. Now, fast forward to today, I own boutique hotels, retail shopping centers, medical office buildings, and more, all which generate me hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in passive income with way less stress and having a whole lot more fun. Now, I've helped countless investors just like you transition into commercial real estate with this blueprint, and now I want to help you do the same. Now, here's what makes this course different. It's tailored specifically for single-family investors looking to transition into commercial real estate. Not only will you get all the education you need to understand the commercial real estate landscape and confidently speak the language, you'll get a clear, actionable roadmap on how to close your first commercial deal. It's built around real-world case studies, like my first deal when I turned an $850,000 strip center into $49,000 a year in annual cash flow, and how I've built my commercial real estate portfolio and gone bigger and better in deals going forward, and how that passive income can get unlocked by simply starting with just that one property a year strategy that we utilize to show you what this simple financial framework can do for you and your business as well. You also learn everything from A to Z on how to structure financing, manage risks, maximize property value, so that way you can scale efficiently and profitably without all the stresses we talked about earlier that most single family investors experience. And this isn't just theory. It's not rocket science or some complicated strategy. And you definitely don't need to be an Ivy League grad or Wall Street pro to succeed as a commercial investor. It's practical, step-by-step guidance from someone like myself who's been there, and other community members who have been there where you are and knows how to get you to where you want to be. Now, if you're still on the fence, let me ask you this. What's the cost of staying where you are? What's the amount of stress you're willing to take on? Is there an easier and more efficient way of doing this? How much time and energy are you wasting chasing single-family deals? How much more money are you leaving on the table by not leveraging the scalability, your experience, your relationships, and the profitability that can come with commercial real estate? The longer you wait, the more opportunities you'll miss. The longer you wait, the more people are going to understand that this is the next blue ocean of investment, wealth, and leverage beyond the single family space. And don't worry, if you think you don't have the capital or the skills, this course is going to show you creative strategies to get started no matter where you are. It sounds nice, but I'm busy, Matt. Okay, I get it. Your plate is already full. You're managing single family properties, or you're balancing maybe your current job. I was knee deep in flip projects and managing my single family rental portfolio when I decided to transition full time towards commercial real estate. But let me ask you this. How much time are you spending now chasing deals, managing tenants, and fixing endless problems that almost feel like quicksand or like treading water? What if you could reclaim that time by learning to invest in much fewer, way more profitable properties that generate you more revenue, more cash flow, and more time freedom? This course is designed with busy investors like you in mind, and each module is broken down into bite-sized lessons that you can complete at your own pace, whether you have 30 minutes a day or just a few minutes a day or a few hours a week. You'll make progress towards building the financial freedom and lifestyle you deserve. Or maybe you don't think you have enough money to start in commercial real estate. That was one of my biggest objections. And that was something that I didn't have a ton of reserves on hand at the time, a bunch of money out in projects and marketing campaigns, and I wondered how I was going to be able to afford my first commercial property. And I remember one of my very early mentors said, find a great deal and the money will follow. Well, a lot of people think that they need millions to get into commercial real estate, but that's just not true. My first commercial deal required only $85,000 of my own money because I used creative financing strategies like partnerships, syndications, seller financing. And this course teaches you how to leverage those same strategies to get started no matter where you are at financially. And one of my favorite Tony Robbins quotes is, it's not about your resources, it's about your resourcefulness. It's about learning how to use what you have effectively to build the wealth and scale your portfolio. And we go over a variety of ways that you can do that no matter where you're starting from. Now, one of the other biggest reasons I see people resist commercial real estate is this idea that it's too complex for you to understand. Commercial real estate can feel intimidating at first. I will admit that. And I thought so too. I wasn't always the brightest, crayon in the box, the sharpest tool in the shed, but I was a hard worker. And when I got into it and really started to apply myself, I learned very quickly it's actually much simpler than managing multiple single family properties and analyzing deals and understanding the commercial landscape than single family was. And when you understand the basics, you're going to feel that same way too. This course breaks everything down into easy to follow steps. And remember, you're not doing this alone. I'm going to be guiding you every step of the way, and you'll have access to a community of investors who've been right where you are and are now thriving in their commercial real estate investments and business as well. So think of it this way. The first time you ever played Monopoly, did you understand how to play the game at the highest level? Well, of course not, right? You had to learn what the rules of the game were and how to play it and what the strategies were and how you actually win based on what you're trying to achieve. But by the 10th or the 20th or the 30th time you played that game, you understood the mechanics of it. You understood the strategy behind it. You understood how you were playing against your competition, how to play the game to win, right? And commercial real estate is the same way. And this course will teach you everything you need to know to confidently play and win your game of financial freedom within commercial real estate. Well, Matt, all that sounds nice, but what if you take the leap and you fail or you lose money? I can't afford to do that. That's natural to worry about. Failure is definitely a daunting and a scary thing for a lot of people, but being that you're in real estate already, I know you're somebody who is open to taking risks, and it shows that you care about making the right decisions. But in my opinion, the biggest risk is staying stuck in the same rat race cycle of your residential business, wasting time, wasting energy on single family deals with very limited and capped returns. This course is designed to help you minimize your risk by teaching you how to evaluate deals, identify red flags, mitigate those risks, and structure your investments to where almost you can't fail. Now, we all know that's not the case, but it's the same amount of risk in single family as it is in commercial, so you might as well go big. Go for something grand. Go for something that is going to totally change your life, your family tree, your legacy. And you're going to get much more ground covered in commercial than you are in single family on that front. So with the knowledge, the tools, the community support that this course provides, you'll be equipped to make smart, confident decisions that reduce risk and maximize your returns without compromising what you've built thus far. But Matt, I'm already comfortable with single family real estate, man. Why am I going to change that? Why am I going to rock the boat? Well, single family real estate might feel familiar. I get that. But complacency is where greatness goes to die. And is it really helping you reach your goals? I think is the question that you have to ask. If it is and you're happy with that, then great. But if you're not and you're looking for something better, more effective, more efficient, and you're not getting the cash flow, the scale, and the freedom that you truly want in single family, well, then commercial real estate is going to be what allows you to grow faster, to work less, to build that long-term wealth in ways that single-family properties simply can't match. So staying comfortable is, in my opinion, one of the biggest obstacles to growth. And this course is going to help you step outside of your comfort zone without taking any risk, right? Your biggest risk is just the small investment into your education, to your network, to the community that gets unlocked by joining. And you're going to learn to gain the confidence through giving you the tools and the support you need to make commercial real estate the best decision you've ever made. I don't know though, this course seems like a big investment. It's true. This course is an investment, but it's definitely not a big one. And being that you're somebody that's already making big investments and taking big risks in single family, this is not even a blip on the radar. So you have to ask yourself, right? What's the cost of not investing? How much are you spending on repairs, on tenant turnover, and low margin single family real estate deals? That's the real risk. That's the lost opportunity cost. How much are you losing in missed opportunities by not leveraging the scalability, the skills, the profitability of commercial real estate that you know when you apply yourself, you're going to unlock as well. And this course gives you the knowledge and the strategies to turn that investment into $50,000 a year by just buying one property. Do that year after year after year, $250,000 a year, $500,000 a year, or even, right, $1 million a year in passive income when you learn this framework and this format and you go and implement it in your world. The endless possibilities of what your life can look like in 5 or 10 years are absolutely amazing. And that's a return that you can't afford to miss, right? And that's something that if you do this alongside other investors, other experts, and you connect with the right community, the right education platform, this can significantly increase your likelihood of success. Now is the time to take action. This is the year. 2025, 2026, and beyond, this is going to be ripe with disruption and opportunities in the commercial real estate industry that we haven't seen in a really long time. Definitely something you've never seen in the single family side. And this is going to be a season of commercial real estate wealth building and opportunity unlike, in my opinion, anything we've ever seen. So sign up, get started with us today. Make that investment in yourself. Join the course now. You'll gain access to get everything you need to succeed in commercial real estate and get your first deal done. The step-by-step lessons to guide you from start to finish, bonus tools like spreadsheets, checklists, templates to simplify every step of the process, access to a community of like-minded investors to support you along the way. So if you're ready to build your roadmap to $250,000 or $500,000 a year in passive income, sign up today. Don't let fear or overwhelm hold you back. With the right guidance, you can achieve the financial freedom and lifestyle goals you've always dreamt of for yourself, like we talked about earlier on in the video. I've always believed it. It only takes one deal to completely change everything in your life. I can go back on so many points in my timeline that if I didn't buy this one deal, it would have never got me into this bigger, more amazing, more abundant opportunity. And I'm sure you can relate to that on your single family journey as well. Well, just think of the compound effect, how much more exponential and impactful that can be when you're playing in the commercial space. And the one deal starts right here in this course. And that's exactly what that first little commercial strip center did for me. And I would have never thought I'd be buying commercial properties like hotels and 85,000 square foot shopping centers and all the different things that I'm in now. Well, it all started with that one little tiny neighborhood shopping center. And I'm forever grateful that I took that leap and never looked back. Now, the question is, are you ready to make it happen? Click the link below to enroll now and start your journey into commercial real estate with the Wise Investor Collective. Let's get started.